Pasa Pack Nation? It is Pack here, and in today's video we have leaks for NBA 2K21 on the current generation that comes out in 3 weeks, and we finally got actual raw important information for the game. It took us 3 weeks for this? Okay, you know what? I'm happy that we actually finally got something, and I'm going to cover it right here in this video, the 10 things I noticed about the leak for NBA 2K21. They released it on their official website. It is not there anymore, but we already know about it, so I'm excited to talk about it right now in this video. But before this video starts though, be an OG, join the Pack Nation, and subscribe. Also, I mean, hey, we're almost at 300,000 subscribers, so help me get there. Also, leave a like on the video. You would be surprised how much it helps the channel out. And finally, do you want to win NBA 2K21 on the current generation? It's looking pretty good. If you want to win it for free, all you have to do, follow me on Twitter, and I'm giving away 1 copy, and you could be one of the lucky people that win NBA 2K21 for free on August 14th when I announce the winner. That's it. Yeah, okay, let's get this video started. The first thing to talk about is a scary one. Point guards can now be 6'8". Uh-oh. From my understanding, you could only be 6'6" as a point guard, or 6'5". I actually don't know off the top of my head. One of those, right? But according to this leak, so for all you Penny Hardaway fans or wannabes, you have Dame to thank for that, as we have upped the max height for point guards to 6'8". So this is why that's extremely important, because point guards are pretty broken builds and they're fast. And so if you're making a 6'8" player in this game, that means demigods are gonna return. Look, in 2K19, height was everything. In 2K20, speed was everything. And assuming that they're trying to fix things, next season, both are going to matter pretty equally. And if you can do both things, I'm a little scared. Because if you can make them tall and have crazy dribble moves and can shoot and can play defense and can dunk, we're in trouble. But let's think about this logically, okay? Which players were that tall that were point guards that could do everything? Penny Hardaway was pretty damn good. I think he was at 6'7". Ron Harper was about 6'6". Magic Johnson was obviously 6'9". Ben Simmons 6'10". All those players are not elite shooters. I mean, you could say that Penny Hardaway was a pretty good shooter, but he was only making like 1 3 a game in the NBA. So I mean, what I'm assuming he's going to do is sacrifice shooting and probably speed. I mean, the only one that was like blistering quick of all those people that were like actually quick were Penny Hardaway. So I'm going to say that it's probably going to sacrifice a lot of speed and your shooting, but you're going to be able to finish like crazy, and you're going to have still amazing handles, and that's going to be scary to get broken by 6'8" people. But you can still do that in 2K now, so that doesn't really change too much. But that's going to definitely affect the game in a weird way. And then what does that mean about shooting guards? Can they be 6'10" now? What about centers? Can they be like 7'6"? Are they increasing the height gap? I'm scared. Dad, help. Okay, the second thing is that down court passes are not jank anymore. So after compiling all the feedback, we came away with a great list of items that we knew the community wanted to see improved. Example, long passes, down court sailing out of bounds. We came up with a skill-based solution that would be a lot more fun and fair for everybody. It's very specific to fix, but I'm okay with that because it's annoying when I have to pass it off an inbound pass and it just yeets to the other court. Like, I'm Tom Brady. I can hit those. I can make those kind of passes. It shouldn't not work, and I shouldn't have to get badges for that either. That's ridiculous. So they say it's going to be skill-based now, which I'm kind of worried about, because how? I guess it's like a timing thing, but we'll have to wait and see. At number 3 is that now the prelude is on August 24th. Right here it says you'll have the opportunity to check out how the game plays for yourself when we release NBA 2K21 demo on August 24th for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch It Up. I'm okay with this. That means we're only 12 days away from a demo. That's less than 2 weeks, which means it's probably going to be the prelude, which means we can make our builds, test what builds work and which ones don't, and it will be exciting. At the same time though, it's kind of going to suck because I mean, there's only so much you can find out from playing the demo. Finding out what really are going to be the good builds, you're going to have to play in park and then really find out which ones are the best ones. But better than nothing, I want to play this game already, so I'm cool with that. At number 4 is that all game modes will have different sliders. Right here it says whether it's your first time playing against the CPU in a quick game, messing around with your buddies in the park, or battling in a high stakes ante-up or competitive pro-am match. There is a wide range of gameplay experiences and definitely something for everyone in NBA 2K21. They're going to be changing the sliders and difficulty for every single game mode depending on the game of play. So Park is going to have a different difficulty than Pro-Am. Pro-Am is going to have a different difficulty than Rec. Rec is going to have different difficulty from Anya. They're all going to have different kinds of difficulties. And I'm a little worried about that because that just means the game is going to start getting inconsistent and it's going to start triggering us. I'm not going to lie to you. But, I mean, I'm still excited for it no matter what. This is what people wanted. Some people wanted the game to be a little more realistic and other people wanted it to be a little more fun. Maybe Park is going to be a lot more funner and more dunks and posters and ankle breakers compared to Anya, which is going to be a lot more defensive based. Maybe. At number 5, it's completely revamped dribble move situation. So now we're going to have Pro Stick for dribble moves even more in depth. When you hold down the right stick, you have a jump shot. When you hold the right stick to the left or right, you can do escape dribble moves. When you hold the right stick up, you can do signature size ups. When you tap the left stick, you do a quick 1-to-1 dribble move like behind the backs, left and rights. Tap the right stick with the sprint held, and that's quick momentum dribble moves. This change, we've been able to greatly expand the dribble moves arsenal and give you access to more moves in a more intuitive control scheme. After a game or two, you will feel second nature and will have you breaking ankles in no time. Along with the revamp, the moves themselves have been overhauled to be much more responsive and chainable, which is what we've wanted because ISOing and you're very limited this year and everything is not very responsive. Everything's so slow and clunky. We want to be able to quickly do dribble moves and be able to break our defenders down easily and much more better. Now, does that mean defense is going to be even harder next year? Probably. But the fact that, hey, we can dribble better at least is something that we're excited about, obviously. At number 6, there's new Park animations. So street moves have been moved to a tap to the left triggers as well, so you won't be firing them off on accident, which happens when you're breaking down defenders in Park. And for the NBA size ups, we added several new signatures like Harden's around the leg dribble, a new version of Kobe's dance, and Durant's Pennant Hezzy Cross. Another NBA legend, Nate Robinson, came in for motion capture this year and gave us some really unique moves, and that I'll leave for you to find as well. So we're gonna have even more dribble moves in the Park as well for fun. I'm okay with this, and I like that it's not being triggered accidentally. I can force a trigger because I don't mind Park dribble moves. Like when I pull them off, they become very exciting, very fun, really stupid situations. But I hate it when it's just triggered on accident and it forced me into this animation I didn't want to be in and it becomes ridiculous. I don't want that. Okay, so the most controversial one easily is the Pro Stick is added to shooting. Shot stick timing. Shot stick aiming. Aiming didn't really work well in NBA 2K17 because it was a bit buried, didn't have much skill built to do it, it didn't give users any feedback. For NBA 2K21, when you shoot with the Pro Stick, the meter changes from a timing bar to a targeting system. So instead of trying to stop the shot meter when you reach the perfect release window, you adjust the Pro Stick in real time to hit the ideal center aim point. The target window resizes dramatically based on your player's ability, shooting range, and how well the shot is contested, and can also lift to the center or right based on the shot's degree of difficulty. As I mentioned above, with the new slider sets, even the slightest degree may be the difference between making it and airballing on Hall of Fame. While it's quite a bit more forgiving on easier difficulties, you also won't be penalized for using the entire shooting motion to find the sweet spot. In other words, you don't have to time your release when you're shooting with the Pro Stick, but if you want to take it to the next level and know your release, you can lock your timing and aim better by centering the Pro Stick or tapping one of the triggers when you reach the apex of the shot. The lock in will be indicated for a brief flash on the shot meter. If you can time it and aim well, you'll give yourself the best chance of making the shot. I understand I just basically spoke a lot and that's kind of hard to follow. I'm going to try to simplify it as much as I can. So you can do the normal shooting as before, you hold square and you can green it. That's an option, you can do that. But if you want a better chance at making it, you can use the shot stick. And you can aim at the basket. If you aim at the basket perfectly, that'll be a green and you don't even have to time it. As long as you aim at the basket perfectly, you will make the shot, probably. It'll be smaller depending on your difficulty and how good you are at shooting, but anyways. But if you want to get even better at shooting, not only can you aim it at the basket, you can also time your jump shot at the same time. So if you can aim it at the basket and time it with the green window, you will basically never miss, probably. That's what it's basically trying to tell me. And so you'll have an even better chance of making it. So there's even more skill gap when it comes to shooting, which I'm okay with. I'm not gonna disagree with it. But as long as you know how to shoot with the normal just pressing square, I don't see why you wouldn't want to do that in the first place if you know your jump shot. So I don't know if it's a benefit or not. We're gonna have to wait and see, but it's definitely gonna be interesting. At number 8 is that many badges have been changed or fixed. For example, Quick Draw. Quick Draw has straight up been removed, and that's awesome for me. I'm a big fan of that because now we don't have to waste our badge points anymore on Quick Draw, which is chef's kiss. and that they fixed a lot of badges that they thought were useless and made them better. So I'm cool with that. And number 9 is that bigs got better at post defense. On the defensive end, you can expect a much stronger presence from bigs in the paint. Block targeting has improved, so it will be easier to send weak shots back, and we've loaded more coverage for contact in the paint to slow down overpowered moves like last year's hop, step, layup. Thank you, God. Okay, so hop steps are probably going to be nerfed this year, and bigs will be able to contest things a lot easier, which is what we were begging for, because we hated that we couldn't play better defense on people because they were just hop stepping the whole time and there was no skill involved. And finally, at number 10, one that doesn't really matter. On the shooting animation side, you can expect a plethora of new shot types, including Harden's unique 1-foot fadeaway. And a quick note for all park players, we've added 40 new park jump shot landings for you to show off when you hit from outside. That's fine. I didn't care about that anyways. Now, whenever you make a green, you can do a little fun animation, even more of them. There's even more options. They can do a bunch. You can do a prayer after shooting. You can do an arrow celebration where you're like, or you can just do like one where you're just spazzing out. I don't know. There's a lot of options there, but that's cool. They added new animations. That's cool with me. Okay, that's all the leaks. What is the piece of information that you are the most excited about? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.